Hi there, and welcome to this Getting Started video for the DeliverOn app by Phoe Design. This Wix checkout plugin allows your customers to select a delivery or a pickup date associated with your store's logic, and information is saved directly inside the store's order, and we provide features for managing the logistics of all your dates. In this video, I'm going to cover off the full installation from getting started with your free trial, discussing all the settings and features that are involved in the app, as well as the logistics dashboard. So when you install the app, you should see in your Wix dashboard that you have in your apps and DeliverOn page if you're not automatically redirected there. And you can start your free trial. There's also this video provided to cover off all the features if you have any questions about what the app is involved in doing. So I can start my free trial, and this will open up the Wix payment system for purchasing the app. I'm actually just going to move over to a site that I've already set up, but you would go through this purchasing process all the way through checkout and sign up to your free trial. So here is my demo site, just because it has some orders and everything that we can work with to go through. So once you have signed up to your free trial, you'll be presented with the settings. And again, we have links to help for external help website, as well as your help and support here. We also provide this video for onboarding again, so you can directly look at any individual setting or remind yourself about what to do. Here, if you want to close this panel, you can click the cross and it will close, and we have the Getting Started button, which will reopen it. So one of the first things we'll be presented with is to install the checkout widget on our checkout, and we're going to return to this slightly later when we discuss all the settings and getting set up. So what we have is the checkout behavior. So we can decide what is going to happen in the checkout. We can decide to show the widget without an error or warning, where they can where your customer will be able to see the widget, see the calendar, and they can select it if they want to, and that will be an optional selection for them during the checkout process. You can display a warning message, but allow them to complete the purchase. So this will display with a yellow background and have a warning message, which you can customize in the settings, and I'll show you that in a second. But this will also be optional, so this won't prevent them checking out. And this is most likely the most popular for displaying an error message where they cannot complete the checkout without filling out their delivery date. So if they've not made a selection, it will display your error message to them and highlight in red, and this will be required, or they will not be able to continue with their checkout. And you always have the option to not show the widget and disable it. So if you want to disable the app for any reason, that you can set that in your settings there. So we're going to select showing an error message. Then I have the date format. So I'm here in the UK. I have day, month, year. But we can change this for all our calendars by selecting month, day, year, or year, month, day, or year, month, day. And we can see this happening in the previews and all these preview calendars, which I'll touch on. Now, so what we provide to you is a preview calendar and a lot of settings. So when you change any of these settings, you'll be able to see what happens in the preview calendar, and this is basically live updating. And we can go through what they are. So that gives you the understanding of changing the settings before you commit to save, to check that works for you and your logic, and understanding what the app's trying to do and what runs on the exact same functionality that the calendar and the checkout displays. So here I have the disabled days of the week. So my store, my fictional store here, isn't delivering on a Saturday or a Sunday, and they aren't offering pickup on a Saturday or Sunday and Monday. So if I go to preview the calendar, I'll see that my Saturdays and Sundays are blocked out for the delivery, and on the pickup, my Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays are blocked out. So maybe I don't want people picking up on a Wednesday. I can click that and get that instantly updated, where I can see what people would be able to make a selection on. Same happens with the delivery day. I can select the Monday and that's disabled, or I can leave it open. The minimum and maximum days are how far in advance, the maximum day is how far in advance a customer can make a date selection. So how far in the future do you want to accept an order and a delivery date? So right now I've got 3 weeks, 21 days. And what's the minimum number of days? So you can have 0, which would be same day delivery, or you can have 1 day, which would be next day delivery, or whatever number suits your store and business operations. So I'll see that currently I have the availability of the 12th, and that is because it currently is the 10th of December. So I am on the 10th of December, the next day would be the 11th, but it's only letting me select the 12th, and that is because I'm using the cutoff time. So you can turn on and off the cutoff time with this switch. And because of the video, I am recording at, if I set this to 8 p.m., I'm slightly before this at 6:45. And I'll be able to see that because I am before the cutoff time, it is now offering me my next day delivery on the 11th. So I'd be able to select that. Again, if I put it back to 5 p.m., that I don't want to accept orders for my minimum day delivery after 5 p.m. on the day, I can see that it's no longer valid and highlighted in red, and that's saying that I can't select that day. So my closest available date is the 12th. And that we have the same settings mirrored over on the pickup days. So you can individually select that, what works best for your business, and set up between them. I'm also be able to change the label. So here I've got delivery date. I can change to delivery date or type example, and we'll see that that is live updated. That will be the label that is presented to the customer in your checkout. So you can change it to your own language or whatever you're wanting to display that best describes the service you're offering inside there. And similarly with the displayed message, you can select this and change it to, again, suit your language or suit how you're wanting to present to customers there. And this is previewed in the preview checkout behavior. So I have my please select the delivery date. Maybe I want to say please select your delivery date. And that has updated in my checkout preview, and I can see what my customer would see. I can also do this for my pickup date as well. And this is not displayed, but has the same effect. So what is typed in here. The next important feature is obviously blocking out any holidays or store closures. So I have my blocked future dates, and just because we happen to be around Christmas, I am setting a Christmas delivery where I can give it a title. I can select what my from date, which is inclusive, and my to date, which is again inclusive. I can set if this is for my delivery settings or my pickup or both, so I could toggle that on and use that for both delivery and pickup, or I can define another date as I have for the Christmas pickup where I'm offering customers collection to pick up until Christmas Eve, the 24th there. So these are reflected again in the preview calendar. So for instance, if I was to change that, so right now, if I look at it, I can't select the 20th, but I actually wanted to let people select the 20th. I could select the 21st. I know, as well as having the Saturday and Sunday blocked out, and that is reflected, and now people would be able to select the 20th because it is inclusive of these dates there. And again, that would be validated and shown in the preview calendar. As I go through, to add any dates, you can simply click add, and then I can maybe see New Year's break. It shows me a warning symbol for either the dates being the to date being before the from date and having that mixed up, or not having a selection. So this wouldn't be saved if I click selection because it has an error message, as well as having no scope for delivery or pickup. So if maybe I was wanting to block out, say, January 1st, all the way through that first week, So maybe we want to return on the 8th here. And that's going to be for maybe delivery and pickup. I will also see that because I don't have the maximum number of days set that people can do in advance, because that won't be show off January, because January will currently be fully blocked out because I don't, that's past my maximum number of days. I'm just going to, for example, put 100 days on there. And I would be able to select into January, but you can see that that new date that I've got is blocked out from the first week of January all the way up through the 8th there. So the earliest available day in January I'm now allowing for delivery selection is the 9th. Yeah, so if I've got all these settings set up and ready to go, what I can do is save. And just give that a second to save and run through. Great, and that has saved all my settings. So I would be ready to install this on my checkout now, and once you install it in your checkout, it will instantly go live. So it's important to get your settings established first. Make sure you're happy with your preview calendars and happy with how the checkout behaviors wanting to operate before you do this, and advise maybe doing it at a non-popular time for your store, just to make sure that you're able to change anything if you need to. So I can click the green install button, and just because I have it already installed, it will say it wants to replace it, but it will say if you want to install the plugin, and I can click replace or install, and that will go through and advise to go to the live site. So now that it has gone through, I can close off this box for myself, and that will be remembered. So when you open the dashboard, you aren't greeted with the large get started and install over and over again, as well as what selection you make on your dashboard between the orders and the settings. So now that it is installed on your website, I'm just going to show you the checkout page. So here is my checkout page that I have loaded up. It's displaying my warning message with the your delivery date that I changed to, and showing delivery date there. This has the error behavior where it's required, so it's highlighting to the customer that they have not yet selected their delivery date. And if I was to go through this process and onto free shipping, I can see that my place, order, and pay is actually disabled because we have a integration with the Wix checkout, which has this validation and checkout behavior, and it's displaying the warning of please select your delivery date. So I could go back a step and go and edit it, and I can select my delivery date. And again, this is showing all the logic that I put in with my January dates blocked out there, as well as my allowable dates in the future and selected. So I could select, say, the 19th here, for instance. And I have my order and everything going through. So if I continue on, I will see that I will be able to check out because I have made a selection. It also remembers the user's selection if they have previously or refreshed the page, and validates that again in time against the current holidays and disabled dates that you have in your settings. So instead of just placing the order straight away, I'm going to change some of the settings. So if I was to go back, just to show as an example, I could do a warning message if I save this, and then go back to my checkout and refresh it. I have my 19th of December date selected, and I can delete that from the calendar input, and I'll see that I have my warning message displayed with a yellow background now because it is a warning. So if I do not select the delivery date and go through, it will allow me to place my order, but it will ask me as a highlighted warning. So the customer would be able to place this order without having previously selected their delivery date, as an example of that behavior. And again, if I show show the widget without a warning message and save that. Return and refresh my checkout. And I have my calendar here selected, but no color in the background. It's not required. And I can continue through to checkout. And it's completely optional inside the system. But obviously, a customer could make their selection and continue on through. So that is not as displaying the calendar, but allowing them to select the delivery date, but not showing any warning message. If I show the final setting of just not displaying the widget, there, when I go back to my checkout and refresh, the widget is not displayed and no error message comes through, so I can continue on through. And I'd be able to place that order. So that is covering off all the checkout behaviors. I'm going to put it back to error and place the order. So refreshing my calendar and checkout, I have my delivery date as the 19th of December. Continue on through and I can place my order. So I'm going to pull up the emails and the store order in the background to show that this is saved natively inside the order. So I have two emails here, one from the store, one to the store owner that says, to the customer that says we've received your order, and the customer will get the delivery date, the 19th, is automatically included in this email. And the one to the store owner that says, nice, you got an order. Make sure it has the standard Wix order layout, and again, your delivery date is included in that for visibility. So that's great. We've had our order, we've had our email through, and we can now cover off the feature of the dedicated logistics dashboard. So if I go to my dashboard again, on your left-hand side, apps and DeliverOn, and we have the settings panel where we can go to, which is what we were previously in, but we also have the orders panel. And this is where we can see all our orders, and they are actually grouped by their delivery date. So I have this green box basically separating out all the days. So these are all the 19ths. I have one order on the 18th, and I have two orders on the 17th here. So if we look at the information included, just to give a general overview of the order, I can see that it's this one was for pickup, and it had 3 items in it. So it lists the quantity of the item, name of the item, and the options that you selected. If you have anything specific in your store and need to check on the order itself, we can always open up Wix orders here with the link to the order. So you can get full information on exactly what was going on with that order as well. So the order is loaded in, so if they had any more information or notes associated with it, and all the full Wix order information is directly available for your fulfillment inside this. And you'll see that we have two delivery dates. We have the delivery date that the customer selected inside this first panel with order info, because that was the information they submitted on their order. And we have the additional information where we have this delivery date, which is what we can actually edit and install. So for instance, if this customer here was to request a different date, say they wanted to pick up 1 day earlier, we'd be able to go to the DeliverOn dashboard, select edit, and choose the 23rd for them and save that. Then when we refresh our orders as well, we will see the new order that we placed through as well will come through. So we now have 11 orders, as well as changing that Charlotte Parker order, the order 07, to the 23rd of December. So if we go back and refresh the Wix orders, here we can see that the delivery date is that they selected in their order was the 24th, and that is stored and always kept inside the order. And we have our edited date that we have the 23rd. So if we're looking for the exact date that they're provided when we're looking at the orders, we want to look at this additional info, which will most likely always be the same, but allows you and your customers to rearrange or change anything or add a delivery date that was optional that they now require, and go back through your orders if you want to post-process any orders as well. So a couple of other features that we have in this logistics dashboard is the ability to filter by date. So if I was looking for everything that I was delivering on that was getting delivered or picked up on the 19th, I can select the 19th. And select the to date as the 19th as well. If you ever need to refresh these settings or an order comes in, you can use the refresh button. And this has gathered all the orders for the 19th and put them in. So I only have one day, but I have my 4 orders here, and I can see that I have 3 for delivery and 1 for pickup. And again, I can link to each of these orders as we go through. And if there are multiple items, this panel does scroll to see them, but gives you a short pick list if that's applicable to your product as we go through. So I can remove them as well. And you can also sort, you can arrange by the delivery date or the order date. So the order date is just looking at the list of orders and that have come through to your site. So rather than organizing and arranging by the delivery date, this is just the numerical 1, 2, 3, 4s as you go through going back in time. So I can see all those orders going back. So if something happens to come through, maybe it doesn't have a date associated with it, or they didn't include one, and you want to find an order and then put it through, you can order by your order date, and then you can filter also by that order date. So if I had an order from a Wix store that I was wanting to find specifically, it was maybe this original 001 placed on the 6th. I'll be able to select the 6th and find out. I think I put through all the demo orders on that date, but there it was. And maybe be able to edit that order and select that they were actually wanting to have that delivery, a special delivery maybe on the 24th there. Sorry, save. And I can open up that order and see that we now have it for the 24th. Saved in there. And the other feature that I want to cover is this checkout behavior button, this yellow button that should always be available to you, and providing this because we are dealing with your store and checkout, so we always want to be able to disable the app if you want to disable the app regardless of your free trial or your upgrade or any settings that has gone through. So if anything happened to be disabled or locked out because of features, you always have this checkout behavior button. So I can click checkout behavior. I can see that my current checkout behavior is set to the error message, and I would be able to disable the app. So this is going directly to the same settings we have in settings. It goes through and verified and says apps disabled, and please confirm by visiting your checkout, and I'll go and do that now. So I have my checkout here. I'm just going to give it a little refresh just to show it's coming through, and the app is disabled, so it's collapsed on the checkout there, and it's no longer asking for it. So that provides you, if there's anything in your store you just want to take a small pause from the app, and that should always be available to you as well. So the settings does get disabled on a non-premium plan. But yeah, if there's anything going on, you can always click the checkout behavior and disable it. So thank you for watching this overview and getting started with DeliverOn app. And yeah, if you ever have any issues, please reach out directly to support@feedesign.co.uk. Again, you can click the help links as well and get to our help FAQs, this video, some more video breakdowns as well. And we'll be releasing. And yeah, we hope that the DeliverOn app adds this fantastic feature to your store and helps your logistics and increases sales and the logistics from both your customers and your store point of view. If you have any questions, that's support@feedesign.co.uk, and yeah, look forward to having it installed and working on your website. Thank you.